Hi everybody. So I figured I would do another walk and talk, just for fun. I actually tried to do this yesterday, and I got all the way out. I left my apartment, I walked down, I decided I was going to try and do something down at Battery Park because it was still pretty noisy. It was windy, and there were a bunch of, there's still a bunch of generators and stuff kind of all around. And so I figured, okay, well, I'll go down to Battery Park, it'll be a little quieter. Unfortunately, I hadn't been down there the night before. It's really dark, and so I figured, well, that wasn't going to work. Hang on. Anyway, so it was really dark. It's like, no, you know what, I'm out, I'm going to walk around. I'm going to find somewhere. I'm going to find somewhere that's at least a little quiet, and so I tried, but then I finally found a street that wasn't too windy and stuff, and was pretty quiet. And then I discovered that I pulled out my camera, it's all ready to record, and discovered I had left the fully charged battery in the charger. So I sheepishly made my way back to my apartment. But I'm glad I waited, because today is a great day. How are you feeling? Because I'm feeling awesome. A couple of things. My building finally rejoined the electric grid, which is amazing. Also, it's like pleasant and comparatively warm out. And I just finished an amazing book. I read Ready Player One, and absolutely loved it. I can't wait. It's going to be not tomorrow's review, but a week from then. I can't wait to review it because I'm so excited about this book. And it's a great day, which is weird because I was thinking about, yesterday I was in a completely different mood. I was feeling kind of dark and depressed. I watched Stephen Fry's documentary on manic depression, which isn't the most uplifting story. But I started to think about, I was going to talk about kind of the question of, do people need to be, because we see a lot of creative people that commit suicide or are just, very depressed or isolated. And there's been kind of this trend amongst YouTubers of just being, talking about their anxieties and depression and that sort of thing. And I don't know, I just sort of started to wonder to what extent that's necessary. Is it a matter of, doing creative things produces anxiety and is stressful? Or is it a matter of, depressed and anxious people are, the type of people who are drawn to creative things? And then to some extent, if you're dealing with depression or anxiety, that sort of thing, is there an incentive not to treat it, not to address it, because of the fear that you'll lose some amount of your creative capacity, or your stuff won't be as good or as heartfelt or profound or whatever? But I'm not feeling like that today. Because things are just pretty awesome. So and it's funny because I didn't start out this morning that way. I woke up and I was grumpy and stuff, but then I finished the book, and I get on with the book, and I was like, it's pretty outside, and I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna shower, and I'm gonna go out, shoot a video, all that stuff. I picked up a ton of subscribers on yesterday and today, just because that last video that I posted was a video response to Weezy Waiter stuff, and he watched it and he liked it, which is so I'm excited about that. Of course, there's a little bit of me that's nervous, like, oh, I guess all my stuff has to be 8-game material for a while, because I'm on a trial basis with like 50 new people now. But whatevs, you know, it's gonna be good. And there's one thing that I've been thinking about. Some of my subscribers and you know, some people who I don't know. I'm not saying this right. There's another video that I did a response to was the less than famous thing, which is basically a panel at VidCon for people who aren't, you know, celebrity status YouTubers but are still there and creating and stuff. And one of the things I talked about in the video, but I didn't quite. One of the things was that a lot of the people who submitted responses are people who've been doing YouTube for a very long time, and just never got the, you know, the huge subscriber and view counts and stuff of everybody else. I come at it from a different position of really not having that experience of you know, being here for a long time. You know, I've watched YouTubers for a very long time, but I'm still very much within my first year of doing stuff. So obviously I think it's a really great thing, though, to represent the people who often don't get, you know, they don't get the publicity, they don't get the Kickstarter campaigns, they don't get the recognition that a lot of them really deserve. My particular focus, though, is new people. It's people who, because I feel like, you know, obviously I don't want to exclude anybody, but I feel like if you've been doing this for 5 years, you know how the community works, you know what it used to be like. You're not as easily intimidated by how, because it's hard to get started now, because you look and you say, okay, well, you know, either you're sponsored and you join a group of people like that, or Subway, or, you know, or you're one of the famous people. But if you're new, it's oh geez, this is stuff that's got to be all, you know, high professional quality stuff, and even then, you know, there's no chance of anybody watching it. And I don't think that's true. But I think it is hard for new. There's a higher barrier to entry for new people, and I think Crapstick's mentioned this a little bit. And I think it's twofold. One is just encouraging people. It's getting windy. But the solution is twofold. One is encouraging people to just put stuff out there. You know, even with the knowledge that they'll get 5 views, you know, if that. But the second one, and I think this is something that's a relatively new problem, and you know, it's been building, but it's really hard to find other people, and it's really hard to develop a community. So I think that's the one thing that I think the Less Than Famous is a great start, but it's not enough. And I've been trying to think about what I can do. I gotta check the camera. I'm gonna stop and then start re-recording because I don't know if this will splice it or if it'll keep recording or what. So, okay. So what was I saying? Yeah, go this way. We're going up to City Hall Park, guys. It's one of my favorite parks. It's probably pretty windy there, so we probably won't go into the park. I'm sorry. I know you're all excited. But I've been trying to think about, you know, what can I do to try and encourage new people, you know, people who are just getting started, or, you know, even people who have been doing things for a while but just haven't never gotten, whose traffic hasn't really picked up. But what can I do to encourage them and support them? And that's a hard question. I think because, you know, I try to do shout-outs in some of my videos. Oh, there's City Hall Park over there. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? But I try to do shout-outs and stuff, and some people click over, but I feel like if I spend, obviously I can't spend all my time trying to direct my subscribers to other people. I have to produce my own stuff too. Oh, this is pretty. I wonder if it'll be a wind tunnel though. Yeah, it's a bit of a wind tunnel. We won't go over there. But no, this is a little nice little park thing. I see it's open to the public. 24 hours. That's stupid. Part of it is selfish, and then I want to. I want to have people to collaborate with and to do stuff with and to be friends with, and I don't. I think it's disingenuous for me to just approach people who are already uber YouTube famous or moderately successful and stuff, and just be like, "Hey, we should do a collab." And loud cars. Oh, look, this side of it is open to the public too, guys. We'll go over here. No, that's a wind tunnel too. Dang it. Well, we got to go this way anyway. I'm sorry, it may be a little windy now. Okay, so this is a school and the downtown hospital area. So I want the ability to collaborate with people, but I want to start building up a community, and I want to build up a community of new YouTubers, and I think I've tried to think of I've had a few ideas of maybe I should do just a really basic kind of tutorial series on just how the process works and how to get started and stuff, because I realized when I was starting it was I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what editing looks like. I don't know what sound looks like. I don't know why my stuff is not doing well. And it's, yeah. My hair's still wet. But it's intimidating. But honestly, I don't know that I necessarily want to do that right now, because I don't feel like, I look back at some of my videos and I'm like, I don't know that I'm really a good authority on editing yet, or on lighting yet. I'm still really struggling with lighting, or even on writing, that sort of thing. So I think, if I feel better about stuff, I'd like to do something like that. Probably just sometime this year, but not now. I want to do it before I sort of forget what it's like to just be new and starting out and intimidated. I think I'm going to start, instead of doing outtakes at the end of my videos, I think I'm going to see about kind of approaching people who are relatively new and asking them if I can take some of their if I could take a clip from one of their videos and then putting that at the end. I think I like that idea because generators, hold tight. Sorry, the generators just reverb like crazy here. It's like, okay. Just because it's like a wind tunnel. I think that's what I'll do. That way, because obviously no one wants to just, from a viewer perspective, I hate it when people are just like, go, look at their stuff, without really an explanation behind it. And from a creator perspective, I don't like it when people just hit subscribe or go view stuff because someone told them to. I want them to subscribe if they like what I'm doing. So if you don't like what I'm doing, there's plenty of other stuff for you to watch, and I will not be hurt. I watch other YouTubers. I know there are other good YouTubers out there, and you should probably be watching them. This city seriously does not respect the fact that I'm trying to vlog. But so I think if I put something at the end of the video, first off, the people who see it will be the people who generally watch all of my video and enjoy it, and which I think is good. And then second off, it's not a cop out. It's not a cop out. It's not something that I'm using to build just to add time to my stuff. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do something like that. So I know I didn't really have. I had a big plan about depression and stuff that I was going to talk about yesterday, but that's I don't know that that's necessarily as relevant, or at least I need more time to think it over. So let me try going this way. And so this vlog, I'm not sure that has really a main point. It's just me sort of rambling, and I like doing these walk and talks. I'm trying to think about. It's wind tunneling here again too. Oh, I have a thing on the camera that's supposed to help cut down the wind sound, but I don't know how effective that's going to be. But so I think if I keep doing these, I'll probably throw up a separate channel. And they all say never split up channels. You're going to segregate your audience. You can only do multiple channels if once you get to the 100,000 subscriber mark, that sort of thing. But the way I look at it, I don't particularly care if. Not that I don't care, but it's not the end of the world if people don't watch these. So yeah, I mean, if people, the people who want to watch it, great, and I love the response. But for me, it's these types of videos are more cathartic than anything. They don't really require an audience to be fulfilling. So I think I may split this apart and put this on another channel if I do another one of these. Yeah. So I think that's about it for me. So I hope you're having an awesome day, because this is shaping up to be an excellent day on my end. And look at how pretty New York is. It's crazy, right? It's all like, I don't know how to work a camera well. It's funny because I really have no expertise whatsoever. But yeah, and that's the Federal Reserve right there. It's a lot of money in that building. But anyway, so if you are still watching, you're a trooper, and I'm a bit perplexed that you are so interested in just my rambling thoughts. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna grab some lunch and then shoot the book review episode for tomorrow. And then I don't even know what I'm gonna do. It's a good day. Something cool will happen. All right, bye guys.